Centuries ago, people united to build a tower touching the heavens. Today, you can relive that epic story. Welcome to Rise of Babel preview. Hey guys, welcome to Weekly Game Night channel. My name is Adam and today I'm taking you on an adventure to an ancient Babylon where the legendary Tower of Babel was supposedly built. That's right, today I'm previewing new exciting game Rise of Babel, and this video is brought to you by the sponsors and game creators Bedouin Games. Rise of Babel is designed by Ivan Alexeyev and Elijah Morar with stunning art created by industry top talent Andrew Bosley. You might know Elijah from his previous successful Kickstarter game The Flood, where you turn into Noah and build the Ark. But back to today's hero, Rise of Babel. What you see here is a prototype, but I can only wish all prototypes looked this final. Rise of Babel is available on Kickstarter. You can find the link to the campaign in the description of this video. Head over there to check out the campaign, see exclusive content, stretch goals, expansions, and maybe even back the project yourself. As usual, I would love it if you could hit that thumbs up button and subscribe the channel for more board game content from Weekly Game Night. Okay, in this video, I will do my best to bring you closer to this title. I will show you the game components, explain the gameplay basics, and share my thoughts about the game. But let's start off with the game overview. Enjoy it! Welcome to Rise of Babel, a journey back to the ancient times when the whole world spoke one language. Imagine a bustling civilization united in its grand ambition to build the legendary Tower of Babel. In this game, you and your fellow players will strive to construct this monumental tower by placing resource tiles on the tower's empty slots. But beware, there are signs of divine discontent that will eventually lead to the creation of diverse languages. Rise of Babel spans 3 exciting rounds, each representing a different level of the Tower of Babel, along with several smaller towers. This game cleverly combines hand management and tile placement mechanics to keep you on your toes. During each round, you will play cards to gain gold and perform various actions, transport resources to your camp and towers, upgrade your dashboards, build your deck by purchasing new cards from the market, and strategically place your resource tiles on the towers. Once all the slots on the towers are filled, it's time for interim scoring and then on to the next round. After the final 3rd round, you will tally up your points to determine who among you has most successfully contributed to this ancient architectural marvel. Setting up Rise of Babel is quick and easy, so you can jump right into the action. First, place the game board in the center of your play area. Next, prepare the market decks of cards, which you will be able to buy from later in the game to upgrade your deck. Now, it's time to place the wild and specialty tokens on the board. Next, let's set up the player boards. Each player should put all their resource tokens into a bag, shuffle their starting deck of cards, place the tablet tokens, dual tiles and bonus tiles on their dashboard. Then place the elephants in the players' camps and put the victory point markers on their starting spaces. And that's it! In just about 3 minutes you are all set and ready to begin your epic quest to build the Tower of Babel. Let the construction begin! Rise of Babel is played over 3 rounds, with players taking turns one by one until all the spaces on the towers are covered by tiles. On your turn, you will play all 5 cards from your hand to perform various actions. Each card has two possible actions, a top white action and a bottom blue action. You can choose which action to perform, giving you plenty of strategic options. Now, let's dive into the main action types and core game concepts. To build the tower, you will need to deliver resources. First, you must transport the resources to your camp from the stalls. Once there, you can use the elephant action to move your elephants forward. Our mighty beasts must move across 3 spaces before they can unload their cargo at the building site. In addition to using elephants, there are other ways to build the towers. Some actions allow you to place resources directly from the warehouse onto the towers, others let you place tiles directly from the stalls onto the tower's empty slots. But what exactly does it mean to build a tower? To do this, you will place one of your resources on an empty slot of a tower. These tiles will grant you victory points at the end of the round. This is the space of constant struggle and finding ways to block your opponents while aiming for the best outcome for yourself. There are 4 types of resources, each scored differently. Wood is scored for horizontal adjacency. Stone is scored for diagonals. Brick is scored for vertical adjacency, and tar is scored for orthogonal adjacency. If you place a specific resource tile on a printed icon, you will either gain 1 victory point or perform the printed action, adding another layer of strategy to your placement decisions. And if you manage to place the last tile on any tower, a bonus victory point will be awarded. And there are 2 types of special tiles. Wild ones count as every player's tile in the scoring phase, and confusion tiles thematically representing divine intervention and the introduction of languages. These tiles are placed each time your score marker passes the 5 or 10 points mark. When placed, they yield a negative -1 point for each adjacent tile owner, adding a challenging twist to the game. Some of your cards will produce gold. You can use this gold to buy market cards by paying the cost shown in the upper left corner of the card. Market cards can significantly enhance your strategy. Some cards will additionally give you victory points as you play them, while others will yield you victory points at the end of the game. There's a special action that allows you to upgrade your player board by moving a tablet token. Doing so unlocks crucial upgrades. First of all, you gain access to dual resources tile that you can use as any type of resource when placed and in the scoring phase. You can also gain resource specialty, bonus actions, and upgrade your elephant by attaching cards to your elephant to transport 2 or even 3 resources, enhancing your resource delivery efficiency. Reaching the final rewards grants powerful benefits like free camp loading, the ability to gain and trash cards, extra gold every turn, or access to a quad resource tile. There are other card actions including trashing and drawing cards, but I will leave that for you to discover. After 3 rounds of intense gameplay, it's time for final scoring. Here's how you tally up your points. First, perform the standard end of round tower point scoring. Next, score points for unlocking bonuses on your player board through tablet tokens advancements. Finally, total up any victory points gained from the cards bought from market during the game. Add up all these points and the player with the highest total emerges victorious as the master builder of the Tower of Babel. Now it's finally time to share my thoughts after playing Rise of Babel with 2 different groups, one with 2 players and another one with 4 players. And to me, this game is better with 4 players. Here is why. With 4 players, the game really comes to life. The hub of the game is the tower board. And while with 2 players, you mostly focus on executing your plan without much interference, with 4 players, it's a completely different story. Each round offers plenty of opportunities to place your tiles strategically, not just for your benefit, but also to block your opponents. The confusion tiles add another layer of negative interaction, creating an environment of healthy rivalry mixed with sometimes throwing a monkey wrench in other players' works. And the tower is my favorite element of the game. It's all about simple tile placing, but with wild tiles and confusion tiles, and everyone trying to place their set, it becomes this busy living territory of constant struggle and fun. With all of that mentioned, I like this game for what it is. A quite simple Eurogame mixing hand management, tile placing and dashboard development. As you play, you become stronger thanks to the use of more powerful cards you can buy on the market and your dashboard upgrades. I would say the complexity of the game falls somewhere between 7 Wonders and Lost Ruins of Arnak, probably closer to 7 Wonders though. Practically everybody can play it, but for me personally, I felt it was missing one more layer of depth. Good news though, there will be at least 2 expansions available on Kickstarter, which might add that extra layer. Unfortunately, these were not included in the prototype, so I will have to wait for the Kickstarter campaign to see how they enhance the game. The game itself is really simple to explain with a smooth and fast flow. The only thing you might wonder about are the action icons, but as with every icon-based language-independent Eurogame, once you get it, it's all clear. And that is probably the strongest point of Rise of Babel. It's easy to teach, easy to play, and still leaves players with enough decisions to make you scratch your heads just a little while planning your turn's execution. Rise of Babel delivers a captivating blend of strategy and thematic immersion that I truly enjoyed. With its simple yet engaging mechanics, it's easy to teach and play, making it a great choice for game nights. The game truly shines with 4 players, where the interactive elements and strategic blocking come into full play, creating a lively and competitive atmosphere. While I wish there was a bit more depth, the promise of expansions on Kickstarter is exciting and could elevate the game even further. And that wraps up my thoughts on Rise of Babel. I hope you find this preview helpful, and if you are interested in checking out the game, don't forget to visit the Kickstarter campaign linked in the description. Thanks for watching and happy gaming!